Okay, so last class we have discussed a sequential circuit. We've designed a sequential circuit for comparator, and today let us see how a sequential circuits can be realized using ROM and PLA. CPLD design also you have, CPLD and FPGA, that I'll explain in the online class. So today I'll be in this video we'll discuss how a sequential circuits, that is design of sequential circuits using ROM and PLA. Okay, so to explain this we will be taking the same example what we had taken for code converter, that is basically to XS3. The same example I will be taking here to explain how a sequential circuits are designed using ROM and PLA. So the table, the transition table what we have written here, it is exactly the same transition table what we had written for code converter, BCD to XS3 conversion. After row matching, before they assign the states, before the state assignment is done using 3-variable K-map, right? That is, we did follow the guidelines of state assignment. Accordingly, we had assigned the states for each 7 states, whatever we have here. So before that, we had written this table. Hope you remember. If not, you can go back and check. This is exactly the same table what I have written here. Till here, it is the same step. Till here, it is exactly the same step. So now I am explaining how a sequential circuit, that is code converter circuit, is designed using ROM. Then we will take PLA. Now I am writing the circuit using ROM and flip-flops. So code converter, sequential circuits can also be designed using ROM and flip-flops. So we will discuss how it is done using ROM and how it is done for BCD to XS3. So all of you are familiar with the transition table here. So next what we have done for code converter using state assignment, which are the states should be adjacent according to the guidelines of state assignment. We had written the K-map. Accordingly, we have assigned A as 001, B as 010. I don't remember the state, but according to the guidelines, we have done the state assignment. But now, when we have got to design it using ROM, so you need not go for all the guidelines. We can just assign the states directly, binary assignment. Straight binary assignment can be done here. That is, let us assign A as 000. B as 001, C 010, D 011, E 100, H 101, M 110. Okay, we are not worrying about what? The A, B, C, D, E, H, M, correct? Yeah. Okay. The last 111 will be taken as don't care. Okay, 111 state will be taken as don't care. And here we have not worried about the state assignment guidelines, because when we are designing we using ROM, we don't have to worry so much about the state assignment. But when you go for PLA, the same states whatever we have assigned, using the state assignment guidelines of state assignment, that assignment has to be considered for PLA. But ROM it is not required. So direct straight binary assignment we have done A as 000 in order 001, 010, 011, 100, 101, 111, 110, 111. This is don't care. Okay. So now wherever you have got B, see this is the first table. Next table you have to write, state table you have to write. That is replacing all these variables with the state assignment whatever we have done. So B is what? 001. So I will replace it with 001. D is what? 011. 011. E is 100. 100. H is 101. 101. Please, you have to write the next table. Okay. H is what again? 101. A is what? 000. A is 000. Okay, don't care, so it is don't care. You can also write X. Okay, and here C is what? 010. 010. Similarly, E is what? 100. E is again 100. Okay. H, what is the assignment we have done for H? 101. So H is assigned as 101. M is 110. A is 000. Okay, these are don't cares. Okay. And this is the value of output. Output when x is 0, when x is 1. So this is the table we have, and what is this 0 0 1? What actually is this? See, we have got 7 states, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So to implement, to get these 7 states, how many flops are required? 3 flops are required. So these are the outputs of a flop. So I can take this as Q1 plus, this as Q2 plus, this as Q3 plus, Q1 plus, Q2 plus, Q3 plus. Okay, 3 flip-flop outputs are Q1 plus, Q2 plus and Q3 plus. That is the next state. So these are nothing but the present state, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So this is the table we have. Now to implement using ROM, so what we are going to do next is, we are going to write one more table that is actually fed to the ROM. Okay, ROM it is read-only memory. You are not going to change. So the next table will be the inputs. Okay, let me write the table. So next table will be same table. We are going to rewrite like this: X, Q1, Q2, Q3. These are the inputs for ROM. Inputs for ROM. Okay, and outputs are Z and Q1 plus, Q2 plus, Q3 plus. Okay, so inputs are X, Q1, Q2, Q3. Inputs are, outputs are Z, Q1 plus, Q2 plus, Q3 plus. Or you can take it as, since we have D1 as Q1 plus, D2 as Q2 plus, you know this, right? D3 is equal to what? Q3 plus. We can also write Q1 plus, Q2 plus, Q3 plus as, in your textbook you can see D1, D2, D3, which is same, the next state. Okay. So D1 is nothing but Q1 plus, D2 is nothing but Q2 plus, D3 is nothing but Q3 plus. Okay. So now the same table what we have written there will be written like this. This table will be the inputs for ROM and these are going to be the outputs for ROM. Okay. So ROM, how many variables, how many input ROM? 4 input ROM. So 16 words, 4-bit ROM we are going to use for BCD to XS3 conversion, sequential circuit using ROM. Okay. So now, since we have got 4 inputs, let us write all the 16 combinations. 0 0 0, 0 0 0 1, 0 0 1 0, 0 0 1 1, then 0 0 1 1, 0 1 0 0, 0 1 0 1, 0 1 1 0, 0 1 1 1. Similarly, 1 0 0 0, 1 0 0 1, 1 0 1 0, 1 0 1 1, 1 1 0 0, 1 1 0 1, 1 1 1 0, 1 1 1 1. Okay, you please write it properly. So now, okay. So now what is the first input? First input is X. Then Q1, Q2, Q3. So we have to write the next state, that is Q1 plus Z, Q1 plus, Q2 plus, Q3 plus. Okay. So now let us write it. Okay. So now what is X? 0, 0, 0, 0. First we have taken X, X, Q1, Q2, Q3. X, Q1, Q2, Q3. X, Q1, Q2, Q3. For these, what is X? 0. For these, what is X? 1. Right? So first combination is what? 0, 0, 0, 0. X is 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. What is Q1 plus, Q2 plus, Q3 plus? 0, 0, 0, 0. Output is 0, 0, 1. So this is 0, 0, 1. What is Z? X is 0. So Z is what? 1. So Z is 1. Next. 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0, 1. What is output? 0, 1, 1. What is Z? 1. Z is 1. Output is 0, 1, 1. Next. 0, 0, 1, 0. 0, 0, 1, 0. 1, 0, 0 is the next state. Output is 0. Output is 0, 1, 0, 0. First we have taken output variable. Right? You can even change. First you can take D1, D2, D3, then the output variable. That is also right. 0, 0, 1, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. Output is 1, 0, 1. Next state is 1, 0, 1. Output variable is 0. Output variable is 0. Next state is 0, 0, 1, 1, right? 0, 0, 1, 1. Next state is 1, 0, 1. Next. 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1. Next state is 0, 0, 0. Output is 0. Next. 0, 1, 1, 0. Next state is 0, 0, 0. Output is 1. Next. 0 1 1 0. Oh, I'm sorry. 0 1 0 0, right? Are we writing it correctly? 1 0 0. This is also 1 0 1, right? 1 0 1 0 0 0. Similarly, here output is 1 1 0, right? Output is 1. Next state is 0 0 0. 1 triple 0. 1 triple 0. No, 0 0 triple 1. It is don't care. For this, it is don't care. No, 0 triple 1. It is don't care. 0 1 1 1. Don't care. Output is also not defined. So all the four are don't care. Don't care. Next 1 0 0 0. X is 1. 0 0 0. What is next state? 0 1 0. Output is 0. Output is 0. Next state is 0 1 0. So like this you have to fill the table. Okay. This is the table will be in ROM. So these are the inputs for ROM, and X Q1 Q2 Q3 are the inputs. Z D1 D2 D3 are the outputs. Okay. So this is the table we have got. So now let us write the circuit. Okay, so let us write the circuit, how BCD to XS3 will be implemented using ROM. So we have ROM, okay, with inputs what? ROM inputs are what? X, Q1, Q2, Q3. So X, Q1, Q2, Q3 are the inputs. Outputs are what? Z, okay, D1. So first flip-flop, so we have D1. D1 is nothing but what? D2, this is D3. D1 is nothing but Q1 plus. So this is Q1 plus. So D2. D2 is Q2 plus, that is again the output of ROM. And D3 is again the output of ROM, which is nothing but Q3 plus. Q3 plus. So again clock. Clock will be given directly to all the D flip-flop. Okay, so this is clock, and the output will be Q1, Q2, Q3. So Z is taken directly. So output will be Q1, Q2, Q3. So which will be given again back to. So this is Q1. Okay. So Q2. So this is Q2, and this will be Q3. Okay, Q3. So this is the circuit of code converter using ROM and 3 flip-flop. So ROM is 4-bit, 16 words. 16 words. Okay. So this is the circuit of code converter, BCD to XS3 code converter using ROM and flip-flops. Very simple compared to the code converter what we have designed. There we did derive the equations for D1, D2, D3, correct? D1, D2, D3 equations that we have implemented using flip-flops and gates, NAND gate. But here ROM, if you give this truth table, same truth table will be in ROM. So for these inputs, these are the outputs using B flip-flop. You can design a sequential circuit with code converter using ROM. So next we will see how a code converter circuit will be designed using PLA. So to design using PLA, we need exactly the table what we have written for code converter. State assignment how we have done for code converter. Same way we have same state assignment has to be done for PLA also, because maybe direct state assignment will lead more number of product terms in PLA. More number of product terms, more number of product terms, more and error will be more. So it is better to implement it using PLA. We have to go for the guidelines of state assignment, like how we have assigned for code converter. We are not going to assign these states directly. Straight binary assignment will not be done to implement it using PLA. So let us take the same table, state assignment table what we have done for code converter. Okay. So this is a design using ROM. Okay. So to explain using PLA, ROM we have finished. No, it is only PLA. So now code converter using PLA. To do this table is a table what we have taken in code converter topic. Okay. State assignment, B, A is, we have assigned with 0, 0, 0, B is 1, 0, 0, C is 1, 0, 1, D is 1, 1, 1. With that 3 variable came up, we had written now. So this 3 variable came up. So this will be Q1, Q2, Q3, right? So A is 0, 0, 0. So this was A. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 0, 1, 0 is 1. Okay. So 1, 0, 0, it was B. I guess it is B, correct? Maybe we have taken like this. This is Q1, Q2 and this is Q3. So 0, 0, 0. B is Z, 1, 0, 0, right? 1, 0, 0, this was B. Sorry, this is Q1, no, 1, 0, 0, so this is B. 1, 0, 1, this is C. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, this was D. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, this is E. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, this is H. And M is adjacent to it, so it is 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. So this is M and this was don't care. So like this we have assigned, if you remember, A, M, E, B, C, D, H. B, C should be adjacent and H and M should be adjacent, E and D should be adjacent, A and B should be adjacent. So with the guidelines of state assignment, like that we have assigned. Same state assignment is taken here. The main reason is, if we go for straight binary assignment, we may end up with more product term. See, this is the simplified equation we have got when we follow the guidelines of state assignment. But instead, if you don't follow that, more product terms will lead to complex PLA. So to avoid that, we have to go with the state assignment guidelines only. So accordingly, A is 0, 0, 0, B is 1, 0, 0, C is 1, 0, 1, D is 1, 1, 1, E is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, sorry, 0, 1, 1 is H, 0, 1, 0 is M, and the left out state is 0, 0, 1, which is taken as dot care. Okay. So same, wherever I have A, I will replace it with 0, 0, 0. Wherever I have B, I will replace it with 1, 0, 0. Same, what we have done in the previous table. Now, let us write the PLA table. PLA table, you are familiar in module 2, we have discussed this. So, you need to remember the concepts. What are the concepts we have learned in PLA? You know how the structure of the PLA will be. PLA and PAL both we have discussed. So, in PLA, both AND array as well as OR array will be programmed. But in PAL, it is not the same, right? So, PLA, see, these are the equations what we have derived. These equations also we have derived when we discussed code converter. So, D1 equation we got it as Q2 bar, D2 Q1, D3 Q1 Q2 Q3, X bar Q1 Q3 bar, X Q1 bar Q2 bar, and Z is X bar Q3 bar plus X Q3. So, totally how many product terms we have? 1, 2, this is one product term, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Totally 7 product terms we have. So, you know that in PLA we will have AND array, OR array, right? So, AND array, how many product terms are there? 7. So, I've taken 7 rows here. What is the first product term we have? Q2 bar. That is for what? D1. So, D1 is 1 when Q2 bar. That means Q2 is taking what? Bar. So, it is 0. Remaining it is don't care. D1 is Q2 bar. For D1, which is connected? AND array, only Q2 bar is connected. D2 is what? Q1. So, D2 is what? D2 is 1 when Q1 is 1. Remaining it is don't care. Remaining they are not connected. Only Q1 is connected for D2. That is what the meaning of this. D3, Q1, Q2, Q3. So, for the third product term, Q1, Q2, Q3, right? So, Q1, Q2, Q3. So, D3 is 1. When Q1 is 1, Q2 is 1, Q3 is 1. When Q1 is 1, Q2 is 1, Q3 is 1. This is don't care. Don't care means it is not connected. D3 is also 1 when X bar, Q1, Q3 bar. X bar, so it is 0. Q1, Q3 bar, 0. One more product term will be connected to D3. What is that? That is 1 when X, Q1 bar, Q2 bar. X, Q1 bar, Q2 bar. Remaining terms are not connected. So, D3 is 1 when Q1, Q2, Q3 plus one more product term Q1, Q3 bar, X bar, right? One more X, Q1 bar, Q2 bar, right? Z is 1 when Z is here. So, the Z is 1 when X bar, Q3, X bar, Q3. These two are not connected. It is also 1 when X, Q3. X is 1, Q3 is 1. So, these are not connected. Okay. For the remaining places, these will be 0. They are not connected. Okay. Now this is your AND array and this is going to be your OR array. And the circuit, hope you are familiar with the circuit, hope you can write the circuit. I'll just show you. Already you have written this PLA 1 circuit in your module 2. So we have X, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2, Q3, X, Q1, Q2, Q3. We will also have X bar, Q1 bar, right, Q2 bar and Q3 bar, right. So what is D1? D1 is 1 when Q1, Q2 bar, Q3. Okay, so if I take this as D1, Q1, Q2, what is that? Q1, sorry, what is that? Okay, D1 is 1 only when Q3. Before D1 only Q2 is connected, no Q2 bar. So Q2 bar is connected. For the first product term, this is what? Q2 bar. First product term is Q2 bar, only Q2 bar is connected. Wherever it is connected, we put X, right? Connected. For the second product term, okay, this is second product term. What is that? Q1. Only Q1? Yes. For the second product term, only Q1. What is that? Only Q1. Okay, only Q1 is connected. For the third product term, Q1, Q2, Q3. For the third product term, Q1, Q2, Q3. What is connected? Q1, Q2, Q3. Similarly, you can do it. And finally, it is the OR array. OR array. What is D1? D1 is only Q1. Only Q1 is connected. Sorry. Only Q1 is connected. Similarly for D2, so this will be for D2. D2 what? D2 it is only Q1. I'm sorry. D1 it is Q2 bar, no. So for D1 it is Q2 bar. D2 it is Q1. D2 it is Q1. Where is Q1? Which is Q1? This is Q1. Q1. Similarly, what is D3? D3 it is 3. 3 product term we have. So for D3 this is 1. Q1, Q2, Q3. Remaining you have to write it. Okay, if you want I will write it here outside here only. Let me erase this because I have to complete this. Okay, so okay. So this is D1 we have already written. Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1, Q2, Q3. And what is the next product term we have? X bar, Q1, Q3 bar. X bar, Q1, Q3 bar. X bar, Q1, Q3 bar. X bar. Okay. X bar. Okay. X bar. Right. Q1. Where is Q1? This is Q1 is connected. And Q3 bar. Q3 bar is connected. So this is the second product term. X bar, Q1, Q3 bar. The third product term, you have the equations. No, I have erased the equation. That is why I am seeing the table and I am connecting. You have the equations. What is the third product term we have for D3? X, Q1 bar, Q2 bar. The third product term is X, Q1 bar, Q2 bar. Am I correct? X, Q1 bar and Q2 bar. Okay. So the last for Z we have, what do we have? X bar, Q3. For Z we have X bar Q3, right? So X bar Q3. Where is X bar? This is X bar and this is Q3. Similarly, one more product term we have, that is X Q3. Am I correct? X Q3. So X Q3. Is that right? X Q3. Yeah. X Q3. I'll just verify the equations. Equations. Yeah. Q2 bar. Q1, Q2, Q3. X bar, Q1, Q3 bar, X, Q bar, Q1 bar, Q2 bar, X bar, Q3 bar, X, Q3, X bar, Q3 bar we have. So X bar, Q3 bar, I think, yeah, this is 0 I think. X bar, Q3 bar is the equation. So X bar, Q3 bar, that means Q3 bar is connected. Okay. So this is the AND array. So this is going to be the AND array where your product terms are connected. Now, so this line is for Q2 bar, this line is Q1, Q1, Q2, Q3, similarly. So what is D1? So let me call this as D1. D1 equation is what? D1 equation is just Q2 bar, connect only Q2 bar, right? What is D2? D2 equation is only Q1, just connect Q1. What is D3? D3 is Q1, Q2, Q3 plus X bar, Q1, Q3 bar plus x q1 bar q2 bar. So connect all the three. Similarly, for z, it is x bar q3 bar x q3. Connect both. So this is and this is and array and that is or array. Okay. So like how we have written the PLA structure in module 2, like the same you can connect. So this is the implementation of code converter. This is the example what they have taken in your textbook, and they have explained how a sequential circuit can be designed using ROM for flops and also using PLA. So in the exam again they will ask you the same example, code converter, how it can be designed using ROM as well as PLA, separate question. So you have to start from first. I have taken directly from the table, transition table. But how to write the transition table I have explained in the code converter topic. So you have to start from first, then take suitable transition table to implement it using ROM and PLA. Okay, thank you. And in implementation of sequential circuits using CPLD and FPGA, it will be done in the online class. Okay, thank you.